full of energy. Very nice. Cool. Happy evening to our beloved chief guest, Miss Jody McKay and Women Entrepreneurs India team. This is your Lakshya, your host of the day. I'm a little over excited. Are you excited? Just type excited. Yes, yes, come on, come on. We want more interactive session. Yes, yes, yes. Yay. Cool, cool, Mithuna. Very nice. Mother is our first God, and the God we all could see and worship in real. And the mother who binds all of us here today is our Annai Tamil. It gives me an immense pleasure to invite our own singing nightingale, Mithuna, to recite Tamilthai Varthu, written by Manonmaniyam Sundaram Pillai. Mithuna, over to you. Bharat, can you just spotlight Mithuna?
Sure.
Thank you.
Can you say Ramya to join me?
Yes, Ramya, please join hands with Mithuna.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yeah, Ramya.
Yeah. Okay. நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெளிலொழுகும்
சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிது
தெக்கணமும் மதிர்ச்சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும்
தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே
அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற
எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே
உன் சீர் இளமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே
வாழ்த்துதுமே
வாழ்த்துதுமே. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. The Nobel Award winner Rabindranath Tagore, who wrote national anthem for 2 countries, and he once said, God respects me when I work, and he loves me when I sing. And today, Mithuna and Ramya, with your blooming voice, you not only made God to love only you, but also love all of us. Thank you so much, Mithuna and Ramya, for the immersing us in a delight. Next, let's move on to the next important and interesting elements. Shall we start? Just type MO, move on. Come on, guys. We wanted to make it as very interactive. Come on, come on. Move on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. History helps us to understand who we are. What is our place in the world? Why we are here? Why we do what we do? On behalf of our entire WEI, with immense proudness and gratefulness, I invite the pride of WEI, Kritika Dharan, the bestest person to talk about who we are, why we started, how did we start WEI, what have we accomplished till now. Yes, Kritika, over to you.
Yes.
Bharat, can you just highlight? Yeah.
Thank you. I'm in travel. Even then, I want to celebrate with you. So I join. Small struggles may be there. Even then, I start with the show. Yeah. Bharat, can you share that? Yeah. Yes. This is, everyone knows this about that WEA website. Who are we? Women entrepreneurs. Meena one day, fine day, she asked in Clubhouse, after we finished one meeting in Clubhouse, why don't we start Woman Entrepreneur Club in Tamil Nadu? Okay, I told her, yeah, it's a good move. I told, okay. Then immediately I asked her back, really, I don't know how to start a room in Clubhouse too, how to do. She lively, on live, she told me, this button you have to touch it, then you can start a club. This is the club and everything. That's the way we started, that's the day and way we started the Woman Entrepreneur India in Clubhouse. From that day, Meena never ever stopped any action. She is the action queen. Yeah, Woman Entrepreneur is an organization that strives to create a whole new world of opportunities for aspiring entrepreneurs. What we do, we mentor, encourage, and coach every entrepreneur in who wants to make a difference in the world. Why woman entrepreneur? Because definitely woman needs a little push. We encourage entrepreneurs, not women.
Feel in a connected way. So once again, sorry. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Some disturbance is there, small disturbance. Sorry for that. Yeah. So for our main motto is networking. Networking, especially social media networking. In lot of clubs, they do networking. They need to pay more. They need to go. They have to travel. So many women entrepreneurs don't have the choice. They have very little time. They have to allot for family, babies, and entrepreneurship. So why don't we start in a networking platform in social media? So ours is networking, our core and striving excellence in United. Yeah. Next, what we do, strong networking, that is our main, we focus on that, and web pages, knowledge sessions, webinars, technological support, sales platform, marketplace. Yeah, that's important. Marketplace, 1,000 entrepreneur in one place. How it will, we have the clients there, we will have the customers there, we will be the sellers, we will be the purchasers, everything will happen, the happening place, marketplace. In olden time, we call it a Sunday in Tamil Nadu. Sunday means everything happens in a place inside the, like downtown in the village. So this is the marketplace of social media networking place. So we do collaboration like abroad collaboration, export import, so many collaborations we do, and mentoring. That entrepreneurs need little bit of mentoring, so we do that. Next please. Yeah, our mission. So our vision is the empower and encourage. We know that to transform the successful business person without having a brick and mortar structure and build the business by the way of networking and connecting. Our mission. The mission is to create every individual to be focused on health and wellness and make them fit to drive their business with profitability and to be a successful parent to make the family achieve their desired goals. How it comes the vision and mission? I want to tell you a small story because we have less time. We want to go it fast. So yeah, how we started this. It just that not a one day journey. It's 10 years journey. Next. Bharat, yeah. What's special today? Yeah, today we want to welcome our chief guest, Jody McGay. Dr. Shashi Kumar suggested Jody ma'am, and we were surprised on Australian woman politician leader wanted and attend this show. We were really surprised and thrilled to welcome Jody ma'am. Yeah, we want to tell about more about us, and Dr. Shashi will introduce Jody ma'am. Yeah, please. We started with that at Connect. Can you show that at Connect slides, Bharat? Yeah. Yeah. Bharat, can you do that at Connect scanning, please? Because I'm in travel. Sorry for the disturbance. Yeah. How we started. I want to tell about the journey. First, we started with the Chennai flood relief. It was a teamwork. And we started at Connect. We did Pursue at Connect. We did jobs at Connect. Finally, WEI, Women Entrepreneurs India. That at Connect team, one fine day, Chennai 2015, 2015 December month, Chennai flood came. One social media networking group, why not we jump into the Chennai flood relief? So we formed a group and we saved so many lives. Yeah. Next slide, Bharat. So first flood relief, we saved so many lives and we provided food, clothing, bed sheets and to affected households in Chennai. Then life-saving activities during the flood, sending the boats and networking so many people, government and people, because no network was there. So we connected with all, especially NRI did great job in that during Chennai flood. That day I met Anita here. She is one of the founding member of WEA. We both worked in a Chennai team. Not only flood, after flood relief, we did so many activities. Yes, Bharat. So then we didn't stop from Chennai. We used to give so many help funds. We raised so many fund activities and so many things, especially education sector. We did so many things. Then COVID time, at Connect 2020, we founded a team called At Connect. Then we did a COVID helpline services. So there we provide bed availability assistance, oxygen cylinder, blood transfusion locations, food for home quarantined COVID people, groceries for needy. Nearly 1,000 families we gave grocery for 15 days, and vaccination awareness drive in collaboration with Agaram Foundation. Yes. Then after that, after COVID relief, we had a very great platform in Facebook and other media, social media places. More than 100 volunteers, active volunteers were.
Kirtika, we can't hear you. Can you think there's some problem?
Possibly you can continue, Shashi.
Um,
Or Meena.
Under, yes.
Can't hear you.
That,
Yeah.
PPT
Kritika, yeah.
is stopped. Yeah. Underprivileged people. So we started Python courses and CodePanna platform also. They give coding classes. They also join hands with us. Free courses and personality development collaboration with Agaram. Agaram is founded by Akash Surya, and more than 500 students from Agaram joined in Pursue at Connect, and Sri Lankan refugees kids also joined. So many kids, and Lakshis here, who is giving that moderating the show, Lakshis giving English coaching to the students. They give wonderful feedback. Then we do jobs at Connect. Jobs at Connect, we do share the jobs in Facebook media, social media. So 4 manpower consultancy companies join with us. We collect CVs and send to the HR people. And we do webinars, how to prepare CV and placements and etc. So many job assistant webinars we do. So we divided into jobs at Connect, Pursue at Connect, and WEA. Over to Meena. She will explain about WEA. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. Sorry for the little disturbance during the travel.
It's absolutely
Thanks
okay, Kritika. We could understand the thing, and it was really a wonderful thing. Thank you so much. It's not just for now stepping up to a change,
Yes,
but
yes,
you,
Meena, please. She is one
uh,
of the founding member of WEA. She will explain about it.
yes, thank you,
Laksh.
yes, thank you, Kritika. I hope there is a network glitch, but it's okay, cool. Thank you so much, Kritika, for it's not about just stepping up to the change, but you always inspiring us and making all of us to be a part of this particular great journey. And that particular moment, I would like to call Jesa, who is actually inspiration for our Kritika and Meena ma'am and all. So Jesa, can you just share some few words about this entire initiative and the journey about WEA? Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I'll take just 2-3 minutes.
Sure, sir, no problems.
I would like to hear more from the Jody McKay. So first, it's one of the very, very great moments, where we can feel the entrepreneurial amalgamation, I can say, entrepreneurial minds amalgamation here. See, today it's 100 minds. When I was with that first starting point, some of us asked why this is woman entrepreneur. Entrepreneur means entrepreneur. What is the gender in it? Male, female, what is the point? Then I said, woman entrepreneur, because for women in some countries, so many things are against their skills to come out, to get uncovered. In some countries, it's cultural. In some countries, it's family setups. In some countries, it's beliefs, and so many things. That's where, when Kirti and Meena shared this idea of starting Women Entrepreneur India, I told them, yes, we can. So we started with this idea, and then it grew into step by step. This is 100th day, 100th website, 100 entrepreneurs all together at one place. And we are also very, very happy to see Jody McKay today. So thank you so much for raising this occasion, and we are very eager to listen to you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Laksh, and possibly we can go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. Even if you speak for 2 seconds or 2 minutes, it always motivate us. Thank you so much for such a wonderful thing, and thank you so much for being a backbone behind all this entire structure of WA. Thank you so much once again. So on that particular note, now we are going to invite another guest. We would say, can we call? Just say yes in your chat box. Yes. Most vital person, we can say. The path to success is to take massive determined actions. Action or implementation is the key factor for any idea to get in reality. Putting together the collective josh of our entire team, I invite the one who drives the execution of WA, our captain, Miss Meena Anil Kumar, to give a brief introduction about WA, services, products, etc. Meena ma'am, over to you.
Thanks, Lex. Thanks. And I would like to have I'm out of words actually to say I'm out of words. I'm overwhelmed, and without any, I'm searching for words here. And at the same time, our efforts are being appreciated. All our volunteers' efforts has to be appreciated. That and all is there in the mind. And at this point of time, Sasi has given a wonderful, wonderful platform for us. When we started, we never thought about this kind of growth and this kind of acknowledgement and what people are recognizing our work, all those things we never expected, and we never expected any thanks from anyone. That kind of mentality, actually, when we saw a lot of people suffering in COVID, when they lost all the lives, at that point of time, we decided finance is what the next service we should get into. And immediately when we discussed with Kritika Dharan, immediately she also joined, and we all put together, like we are all from the same school of thoughts. Actually, to say, Mr. Jayasekharan Sen was guiding us, and all those, this path was really a tough one, but still we could able to make it with this wonderful guidance. And when Ravi joined us, Ravi Nagarajan, who is our technology partner, and he is also a major contributed major thing in this particular journey. So we are very happy, like we have done something. And when Sasi brought in this idea of bringing Jodi Maker for this program, we were like surprised, and we don't have really that time. From that moment itself, we were cherishing, and we were like expecting this particular thing from the beginning. From the day he told us that she has confirmed, and that when we saw the mail, we were excited. All our volunteers, we should say. And we don't know who Jodi Mecca is. Then we got into Google, we studied everything. We really studied, we should say. We studied about her, and we learned a lot of things about her. And we are really proud of having you here, Miss. Oh God, I'm emotional, actually, to say I'm very emotional. And thank you so much for coming. Are we entrepreneurs really there in a very border stage where they have only their potentials and only their ideas, and they don't know how to execute things? That was the problem wherein our entrepreneurs were facing. So we just guided them, and we just linked with the people, like how Kirti was telling. Networking was our main concept we stick on to. And all those people who were manufacturing people, and the distributors and the marketing people, we were trying to link everybody through the network what social media has given us nowadays. So with those networking platforms and things like that, we were moving. At that time, Ravi Nagarajan, our technology partner, came in, and he provided web pages for all the 100 people. And so there it starts, actually. There it started, and we were like enjoying the whole journey of giving web pages and analyzing about each and every entrepreneur who came into our fold. And we were taking all inputs from them, and we tried to display maximum of products in one page, and they can sell their products in that particular platform, social media, like web page where we have given. And so it was going, I mean, it is just going on, and I'm very happy that they are able to do some things, like some level of improvement has happened to every entrepreneur. That's what I'm hearing every day. Gratitude talks, all those things I'm hearing every day. So this is what is all about, actually. And products they have, yes, they have all set of products, from child requirements to people who are older people, and till that age group. No, so we have all kind of products and organic products. So many products are there in our entrepreneurs list, product list. And we are happy that they are able to sell something through us. They are able to reach, they are able to get some export orders or something like that, global experiences. All those things are happening through we, is what the main main agenda, and we have achieved that. That is what is just I want to share that. And thank you so much. Over to you, Lux. You can go. I'm really I was not prepared to talk all these things. It's just out of my whatever I had in my mind. I'm just sharing with you all.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Meena ma'am, for driving us towards the one single vision and one single mission. You showed us what is the power of love, kindness, empathy, and helped us to develop our leadership qualities also. You always speak and work from your heart. That is the, whatever we are seeing, that is the real evidence for that. Thank you so much for that. Okay, guys, how is the Josh now? Come on, tell me after hearing Meena ma'am's the wonderful speech. Come on, quickly. Can you type? Wow. Thank you so much. Yes, the beauty of our culture is welcoming our guests with kindness and joy from our heart. And here is our own Dr. Shashi, who always speaks from his heart and said that he is the bestest person to welcome our chief guest, Miss McKay. Over to you, Shashi Anna.
Thanks, Laksh. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Laksh?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Thanks, Laksh. And thanks, Kritika and Trikataran, and thanks, Meena, and thanks, Jason. And you did a wonderful, yeah, you've been doing a tremendous job. And the things which you have explained now is it's just a minuscule of what you're doing. That's fantastic things. So I just want to say thank you to this great team and all the founders, including Anita and all the busy bees who work all the time here. Okay, so today we have a chief guest here, Ms. Jody McKay. So I always admire her because one thing is she is our local member of our local MP, and she represents us. And there are other various reasons why I do admire her. And so I just want to introduce Ms. Jody McKay to you all people so that you know what she was doing and what she is capable of doing and what she will do from now on. All right, so let's go here. I welcome Ms. Jody McKay. So the thing is, she agreed to come to this celebration without any hesitancy and with great enthusiasm. That shows the interest for the communities and especially the multicultural communities you always have. So just to give a background of what she was, she hails from a small town in Gloucester. And I work in a place called, and that place is very close to Gloucester. So this is a very beautiful part of the country. And I think Jody migrated from that place to move on to Newcastle and Hunter and then finally to Sydney now. But that's where she came from. But the reason I'm telling you this is many of the women entrepreneurs in this group are from small towns and from villages, and they have stepped up to very heights, great heights. So our chief guest has also come from a very small town in Gloucester. She started as a journalist career, and first I think she the 9/11 incident in America, and then she moved on to her private and not-for-profit sectors. She was also one of the founding members of the Newcastle Medical Research Institute and non-executive director in many health advocacy and research boards. She had been elected twice. She had been elected 3 times in 2 different electorates in New South Wales, which is not an easy thing, and she did it very well. I think initially she started in Newcastle and then moved to Sydney. And she had been a minister and shadow minister for New South Wales for many years. And also she got into the role of New South Wales Labour Party leader. That was 2 years ago. And she was elected democratically by our own party members. And there is a bit of a controversy now going on in that elections, but we won't go into that. So she held many ministerial posts. And out of the many, I was impressed with the Minister for Women, which I never knew there is a portfolio called Minister for Women. He held that post for a good period of 3 years. And she was also the Minister for Science and Medical Research and Minister for Tourism in the many more. So I don't want to bore you all with those ministerial posts, but that shows her capacity and
Shashi, we lost you in between.
So recently she had to resign from the parliament, and for Strathfield, she was representing Strathfield. Actually, it was a shock for me, and I was deeply sad. because I was expecting Jody to be our next Premier of South Wales. I had to quote one thing which Jody McKay's colleague said, the Parliament needs more people like Jody. She stood up for the corrupt. She stood up to the corrupt and left Parliament with her integrity, and that's a big statement. And no doubt, the Parliament will be poorer without you, Jody. That's for sure. She had also worked up, and Bharat, can you put on those which on the back slide so people can see what Jody McKay was. Yeah. And she had worked very closely with the Sydney Indians, with the Sydney Indian Tamils and the Sri Lankan Tamil communities over the many years. It's been a delight to see her deep interest in and an affection for everyone she meets, and a strong respect for the need to keep faith and cultures alive and communities connected here in Australia. So I had a first-hand experience to see all those things, how Jody interacted with the community. So that the sense of love and affection she creates to the people is it's a very honest and genuine one. And when she got elected as a New South Wales Labor leader in 2019, and one of the things which impressed me a lot was she said, my first priority was to listen to the multicultural communities and put them at the center of everything in the New South Wales Labor Party. And that really took me by awe. She was always proud to stand up for the multicultural communities and to make sure Australians from all backgrounds are treated with fairness and respect. So this has been demonstrated in her representation for the multi-diverse communities in Stratford. I've seen Jody coming to all the functions in all the Tamil functions which will be held in the Tamil Study Center in Homebush, and all the cultural festivals like Tamil Kalai Villa and all those festivals. She comes there without fail despite her busy schedule. And I've seen her in the temples in and around Sydney, and she had visited temples more than I've done, I suppose. And more important, does sit in her gorgeous bright saris, and that becomes the talk of the town most of the times. She's still prolifically involved with the multicultural constituencies, which she considers a joyous part of her work. And she is a strong believer in diversity. Now, the important thing is she really champions the values of compassion, inclusion, equal opportunities, and always stood for human rights and women empowerment. In political life, she has demonstrated throughout that indeed a rare quality you can see. And without much further ado, we welcome Ms. Jody McKay to our WE team, and the stage is open for you, Jody.
Thank you very much, Sashi, for that very warm and informative welcome. I so much appreciate it. And if it wasn't for you asking me to be here tonight, I certainly wouldn't be here. So it's really lovely of you to give such a warm welcome. Thank you. I want to do what I usually do when I start speaking. I am in Sydney, as is Sashi. It's about 9 o'clock at night. And what I would normally do is give an acknowledgement of country. So here in Australia, I would say I acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which I meet, and I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. And that's our way in Australia of acknowledging the Aboriginal ownership of this country. I am so excited to be with you. And Meena, the reason why I'm with you is because of the incredible work that you are doing. I want to be a part of what you're doing because, as Sashi said, for me, our multicultural Australia is richer for the people who've chosen to live here. I was until recently the leader of the opposition here in New South Wales, and I stepped down under difficult circumstances, but I'm also the member for Strathfield. So I represent people like Sashi in the Parliament in New South Wales, which is behind me. It's the oldest parliament in Australia. I feel very deeply about our multicultural community, and that includes our relationship between India and Australia. So the communities I represent in Strathfield, there's a significant Indian Australian community and a significant Tamil Australian community. So both Indian Tamil and also Sri Lankan Tamil. So as Sashi said, I have a great relationship with our Tamil Study Centre, with our Tamil seniors. I'm a regular participant in our Pongal and Diwali celebrations. I'm regularly seen at the temples, and I have huge regard for the Tamil culture. Here in Australia, we encourage people to speak the language that they feel most comfortable with, to wear the clothes that they feel most comfortable wearing, to practice their religion, eat the food they want. That is what multiculturalism is for us in Australia. So I wear a sari quite a lot, and I do that out of respect for my Indian Australian community here. But I wear one tonight out of respect for all of you and what you've achieved. So I actually bought this sari recently at Chennai Silks in Sydney. We are very fortunate now to have a Chennai Silks here in Sydney. But I have many saris. I have about 100 saris. And when I tell people I have 100 saris, people, particularly the aunties that I was with yesterday at a sari lovers function, cannot believe that an Australian politician would have so many saris. But my husband will tell you that they overrun my wardrobe, and I just love saris. I love wearing them, and I love the way that my community appreciates the fact that I wear them. So I wear this one out of respect for all of you tonight. Krithika and to Meena, you're both incredible women in working toward lifting other people up, men and women, lifting people up. And this 100 website initiative, which we're commemorating and recognizing tonight, is just a superb activity. I wish more people would think of this, because it's not only about encouraging people to find what they love and what they're good at and pursuing that, it's actually about giving them the ability to promote that. And both of you spoke about the importance of technology and social media, and the very fact that we're on Zoom, that a member of the Parliament here in Australia is connecting with all these incredible people who are starting their own businesses, just shows you what is possible. So I have been a strong supporter of our multicultural community here, our Indian Australian community, but also in the relationship between India and Australia. So that's the people-to-people relationship, of course, which is built on a very long friendship, but also trade and business, because the importance of that is only increasing. And there's a free trade agreement discussion going on at the moment between Australia and India. And wouldn't it just be wonderful if one, maybe two, maybe even more of these wonderful 100 entrepreneurs that we are focusing on in coming years take advantage of that and see business here in Australia. And that is what you have to think about. You have to think about establishing your business, getting over the hurdles, motivating yourself every day, and then where do you want to go? What do you want to do in future? What does it look like? And I hope that as a member of Parliament here in Australia, that in coming years I can see for myself some of the businesses that you've started, whether that's the impact you have here in Australia or whether it's when I visit India next. We can actually travel now here in Australia. We've been very limited in our ability to travel overseas, but I hope to be in Chennai within the next 12 months. So I would love to be able to call in and see some of your businesses and to congratulate and thank you personally for all you've achieved. I also just want to finish by acknowledging all those people who've worked hard to support our 100 entrepreneurs. It doesn't happen without people who believe in their role in lifting people up and making life better for others. But it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy, and I want to acknowledge you tonight, the time and the energy and the love and compassion that you've given to so many people to make sure that their future is bright. So thank you for the great privilege of being here. Meena, your message really did impact on me, because I feel, I feel deeply privileged to be a part of this journey, and I hope that there's a long friendship that we've begun tonight, and I look forward to being there to support you all in whichever way I can. So thank you again for allowing me to be a part of this.
Thanks, Jody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. Life without a search doesn't create an excitement. Session without a questions doesn't complete its purpose. Here we welcome our beloved Dr. Vani Shashikumar to moderate our Q&A session with our chief guest. Vani ma'am, over to you.
Ask her permission first.
Yes,
Ask her permission.
ma'am, can we have a few minutes for a Q&A session with your
Yes,
permission?
of course.
Thank
Of course.
you.
Just
Anything
would like
you want
to
to
add,
know.
yeah,
And-
just would like to add one more point, Laksh, and knowingly or unknowingly, the name you carry, ma'am, that's Jody, means here in partner. So it's actually, Jody means here is partnering. So you spoke about India and Australia, and this is how we are going to partner together. And it is
That's
in
a
your
lovely
name.
thing. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you for letting me know.
Jody means partner here. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Yeah, we can-
yeah,
Here
instead,
comes Sasi's Jody.
so my comment, that's what Amina mentions as Jody.
Yeah,
which is
normally we call, Sasi's Jody, Vani means Sasi's partner. So that's how we speak.
Okay. You're completely confusing me now. I'll answer to whatever you want to call me.
Yeah, please. Go ahead.
Yes, Jody.
I have to say though, my Tamil, I know Vanikam and Nandri, and other than that, my Tamil is pretty ordinary. So
Oh, today you have learned another word. Of course, it's not pure Tamil, but still, Jody means partner.
yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Jay sir. On that particular note, Vani ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Lux. This is indeed a privilege for me to talk to you, Ms. McKay. You have represented my constituency for the last couple of terms, and you have. I've seen you many times at my son's Tamil school performances. You come without fail in your beautiful saris. I hope to rival your wardrobe myself. I know all the ladies. I'm so glad you answered the sari questions. There were so many questions about sari, which I had to cut out, and I'm glad you answered them for me before me even having to ask them. But I must say I'm in a very enviable position, because all the ladies who are joined there, they really wanted me to ask lots of questions, and one of them being, what do you believe are the qualities of a women entrepreneur?
Persistence, courage, boldness, and I think it's important to have compassion as well. And I think that's sometimes where women entrepreneurs stand out. I think, there is sometimes a kind of ruthlessness that people can attach to being an entrepreneur. So being someone who's establishing a business on your own and hungry for success. But I think women entrepreneurs in particular, they know how hard it can be, particularly in raising a family and trying to juggle their professional life with their personal life. And so I think those words, those persistence, courage, boldness is one of my favorite words. It's one of my favorite values. But I think, a part of that as well as compassion.
No, you're absolutely right, because I've seen a lot of the women entrepreneur stories, and most of them have been championing compassion, particularly whatever the niche they found is whatever they were lacking for their children, that has motivated them to start a business, to be persevering, to be bold, to step out. I mean, and particularly this has come around during the COVID time, where everyone was at home, and a very difficult time. So wonderful. And so one of the questions that carries on from there is, what are the qualities you admire in Indian women, and what do they need to do to be international business ready?
Wow, what a great question. That's a fantastic question. I love the fact that anything is possible. So, Australia is a pretty small place compared to India. And when I've traveled in India and, when I'm close to my Indian Australian community here, there is a recognition or an acknowledgement that the world is such a big place, and that if you're going to do well, then you have to work hard to do that. I see that in Australian women as well, but I think in India, because it is so big and there are so many people, sometimes, putting up your hand to get noticed is much harder than what it would be in a country like Australia. But yesterday I was with 150 Indian Australian women. We had a sari lovers event. It's the first time that we've all got together since COVID. And you know what I loved? I loved the fact that everyone just was so excited to be together. They were dancing and just so much enthusiasm for each other. So for me as well, it's that comradeship. It's that women helping women, women supporting women. And I see that very much in my Indian Australian community as well. So it's talent, ability, but what came out very much yesterday, which is what I know about my Indian Australian community and Indian women, is that they are there to support each other as well, which and to celebrate, which is just terrific. But our sari event yesterday was fantastic. It was the first time that I don't know, those who are online, I don't know if you know, but we in Australia have been completely shut down. So we've been watching the COVID situation in India, but here in Australia, our numbers haven't been too high, and the vaccination rate has been going up. I think we're about 95% double vaxxed now, but it has been, the country itself has been completely closed off. So it's only in the last month or so that people have been able to be with each other, and that's certainly what I saw yesterday.
Right. I hope we get an invite for the Sari Lovers Party next year. That's great. So this is a question more towards you. I'm sure as a budding career.
Vani, we can't hear you. Vani, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, Vani.
Can you hear me?
By the
Yeah.
Vani, Sari lover as well, so she will be a competitor for you.
No, a collaborator, not a competitor. Collaborator. I don't compete. So the next question follows on you being a serial career, different careers you've had. What challenges have you faced, and have they ever stopped you from pursuing your goals? I know the answer to that, so I'll ask the next question as well. What kept you going?
Yeah, okay. So I have had a rather unusual career in that as Sashi said, I started out as a journalist. I grew up in a town of just 5,000 people, so very, very small community. And I never, ever thought that I would, be a politician or I would seek to represent my community. So my journalism career took me into creating a medical research institute, and then into working with a number of not-for-profit organisations. I have had the unusual situation of representing two electorates, as Sashi said, one in regional New South Wales and the one I represent now, which is Strathfield, right in the centre of Sydney. What happened in the middle of that was a corruption inquiry where I was a witness and exposed politicians who were doing the wrong thing. So I had been faced a very difficult election back in 2011, an election that I lost, but I decided that I would rather lose that election than actually compromise my integrity. So my world changed dramatically in making that decision. But within 2 years, the decision I made was proven to be the right one when this corruption was exposed. And that then took me back into politics as a politician who wanted to see politics done well, politics about people and not actually about power. So I've had many hurdles that I've had to overcome, not so much as a woman, but just, I guess, as someone who believes deeply in being a person of principle and integrity. And I think that if you hold that dear to you, as long as that is your compass, then I think you can do whatever you want to do, and you can get over whatever hurdle is in front of you. That is something I am known as a person of compassion and empathy, and of someone who is humble and connects with people. But I think the most important thing for me is being a person of integrity and someone of principle. And, I will resign shortly from the parliament for some very difficult reasons. But in leaving, I know that is a legacy that I leave, which is, that's a nice legacy.
And it's true. I mean, because of your compassion, I think you were democratically voted by your party members. I think you're the only leader to have done that so far. And this is a story that we keep repeating amongst women entrepreneurs, that there are opportunities where they could not be have integrity, but we've always impressed on them that will yield much larger businesses later on than the small initial ones. So
I think so. If I can I just jump in there and say something? Look, I think when you're in it is true in any job that you do, and it's true as an entrepreneur and someone in business, that there will be times where you have to make a decision on doing something that makes you feel uncomfortable, that isn't right, versus taking the more difficult path, which is doing something that is right. And for me, I've always taken the more difficult path, but I have never regretted taking that path. And I think that's important. That's something that I would want to convey tonight, if I can, that never compromise on who you are. Make sure you can get up every day and you can look yourself in that mirror and you can know that you have done the right thing and you are a good person.
Yes, wonderful.
Just would like to add one point here. That's really an essence for all the women entrepreneurs here. Standing for integrity. That's always integrity against winning an election. And you stood for integrity, that is internal, and winning an election is an external thing. That's first winning ourselves, winning from within, and then the world appreciates it little later, but certainly it appreciates. One of the important lessons Indian politicians have to learn from you, and for entrepreneurs here, women entrepreneurs, that point what you said. It's integrity versus winning the external world. Stand with integrity and then achieve something bigger than just winning an election. That's real point of this particular session so far. Thank you so much for that, Lara.
You're welcome.
Yes,
you're welcome. And we are very different to Indian politicians as well in terms of the way we're elected. When I'm in India, I often go to visits. What I try and do there is I do the diplomatic visits that I have to do. And then the times I've been there, I've been to schools, and people cannot believe that a politician just happens to walk into a school without any security people around them. But that's what we do here in Australia. Sashi can come into my office at any time and sit down and have a cup of tea with me. That's the way we are here in Australia.
Yes, which I think it's great, because it's always been the case for any of the functions that you've attended. The other thing that all the girls want to know is, why does India fascinate you? And how can the India-Australia trade alliances be strengthened? Particularly now, India is making a lot of organic foods, organic products, and not just foods, and as well as environmentally friendly products as well.
Yeah. So what was the first, let me come back to that one. What was the first question? The
India, why does India fascinate you?
Oh, why does India fascinate me? Yeah. Okay. So look, I get asked this question a lot, and it's just this wonderful connection I have to my Indian Australian community. I see India, as an incredibly vibrant place. It's just, there's so much energy. For someone like me in Australia who travels to India quite frequently, I'm always amazed that in 1 minute I can see something that saddens me, and then I turn my head and it is something incredibly joyous and startling and something that will stay with me forever. That is what I love about India. I love the fact that you can never guess what you're going to see or do in any day when you're there. I love the clothing. I love the music. I love just the energy of India. I feel very much at home when I'm in India, and there is a role that I am seeking here in Australia at the moment, which I may or may not get, but it's actually a trade role based in Mumbai. So if I'm fortunate in securing that, you will see me more in India. But it's important, I think, that there are people like me who are in the parliament that have a deep appreciation of the country that is so important in that bilateral trade relationship, as is the case with Australia and India, because the passion I feel is not based on money. It's not based on financial success. The passion I feel is a cultural passion, is a passion for the people of India as well. And so, I am a person who I guess is in a good position to be able to pursue that trade and business relationship in more detail. And that's kind of somewhere I hope to be pursuing in coming months, but we'll see what happens in that area. I actually, just coming to the second part of your question, I mentioned this free trade agreement discussion going on between Australia and India, and I think that will make trade between the two countries so much more transparent, and it will give people a very clear indication, people who want to do trade either way, an idea about what the priorities are and where the opportunities are. And the organic food industry is one of those. I think, and I note that in the entrepreneurs list that I saw with the web pages that we're launching tonight, that there were a number of organic food companies, and it's just great to see that people are seeing a niche there and wanting to explore that. Australia has done very, very well in the organic food area with China, but I think there are so many more opportunities in India, and we've just got to have a will to pursue those opportunities. And I think in the sort of reignition of this free trade agreement between Australia and India, we are seeing that. We're seeing a will to do something different. So if you're a young entrepreneur right now, if you're starting out your business, I seriously think you should be thinking not just your village, not just your country, your state, not just your country, but think about how what you do can benefit people elsewhere, like in Australia, because there are things that we can't do that you can do, and vice versa. So, think big, think about what the opportunities are, because you've got people like me who, are very, very supportive of people wanting to take a chance and do well.
That's fantastic. I would like to add, actually, the youngest entrepreneur in the women entrepreneurs, I believe is 17. Is that right, Meena? She's 17.
She's 17.
That's right.
17. And she actually wants to come to Australia.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, college students also there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if she has the opportunity to come to Australia, we'll have to make a visit special.
Yes,
Yes,
I will make sure that
uh,
happens. Yes.
We'll take her out for dinner in Stratfield.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
Ma'am, Vani ma'am, sorry to hard stop you here. Ma'am, we have a couple of more questions, and we are eagerly, waiting to discuss some more about the thing. So, is it fine? Can we, have another few more minutes from your time because we scheduled it for 4 o'clock, and we are more excited to have some more conversation with you. So, probably another 5-10 minutes. Will that be okay with you, ma'am?
That's fine. That's fine.
Thank you. Thank
Of
you so
course.
much. Vani ma'am, over to you.
Yeah, here I would like to call Sukriti, a surprise friend for you, Miss McKay. Yeah, Sukriti.
Thank you, Meenaka. This is, first of all, hearty congratulations, because 100 is not a small number. It is a huge number, and it is actually, your efforts day in, day out, because we all start strong. The first week, actually, the first 2 days is like, you have a lot of energy, but after that, it becomes a little challenging. First week is a little like, yeah, push. It's like a New Year resolution, right? On the 1st and 2nd of Jan, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to hit the gym. Yeah, baby, you got it. And then you're like, oh, okay, today's the 5th. I tried to manage. And, it's really hard. And 100, I think I was there for the big 50 as well. I can't believe, like, now I realize when I was there on the 50th celebration, I thought of doing multiple things, but we're on 100 now, and you've been consistent, and you actually remind me that, hey, I need to be consistent too. So first of all, hearty congratulations. It is a great initiative. Encouraging all the entrepreneurs, giving them a platform to showcase their work. And, behind the scenes, like, I should thank Asha here. So because of her, like, she talks a lot about the women entrepreneur group here, and we do a parenting show through Me TV, a channel based in Australia. And Jody, hearty welcome. I'm so happy to see you. So be it whether, it is the Ganesha festival that we celebrated, at the Parliament House, or, be it any festival, it's so, it's such a pleasure to see you, to see Julia. Like, always you embrace our culture, you respect us, and you're actually a part of us. It doesn't feel like, yeah, look at me. I'm in my jumpers today, and look at you, you're wearing sari, and it really felt like, yeah, I should have known Jody is going to come in her sari, but yeah, been having a long day, so... And you look gorgeous as usual. So thank you for being here. And, definitely, Jody, like, there's so much respect and, admiration, especially, when we see, like, we've migrated from India, we've come here, like, I'm in Sydney. And when I see, we all have, like, different perspectives when we come to a different country, like, we're not sure, we have our own doubts and everything. But to have a leader, to have a woman strongly, like, respect our background, support us, give us opportunity, it is nothing like that. It is a big support. And you being here with your kind words, that again, is a huge, it's a boost, it's a strength. You're a symbol of hope, where you give us that courage to take that extra mile. And when you mentioned about sticking to our core values and principles, I think that gives us the courage that, yes, it's not only whether you're a man or a woman, you can be of, like, any gender, any part of the world, but you will have the challenges. You will have that situation where you have to choose which is easy and which is right. And when you take the right path, you would be rewarded. So thank you for sharing that story. And to the We team, to Kritika Akka, to Meena Akka, Akka is sister, that we call in Tamil. And they are truly like a family, because, you're giving hope to so many people to dream big, to achieve. It's not just dreaming, but as Kritika was mentioning about Meenaka, she's action queen. So dreaming is one thing, but getting things done, in the background, I hear a lot of, like, back and forth, the team by themselves, they do so much here, where it can be right from the images to the write-ups for the website. It looks like, wow, 100 was easy flowing, but there've been so many tireless nights, so much work put. So hearty congratulations once again, and looking forward to do my bit to to do whatever we can to make this moment stronger, and 100 to 1,000, and it should keep growing, and I'm sure it would.
Thanks, Sukriti, for your kind words. Thank you. You've always been really a great support, and she's always there for us. For any kind of help, if you ask, immediately Sukriti is there, and very easily we can reach her. That is one main part of her kind of work, I think, and she's very nice to us so long, and we expect the same from you. Thank you, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks, Sukriti.
Back to Vani, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah.
Over to Vani.
Yes, thank you. That was wonderful. We've got Sukriti to talk from Me TV, in which one of the women entrepreneurs does a parenting talks. That's Asha from Mamma Mia. Now, I just wanted to add, Jody, I'm glad you told us, you let the cat out of the bag about that job offer, because there are 50 people here who are praying for you to get that job. And being based in Mumbai, you get to see Meena. Meena lives in Mumbai. So yeah, so there you go. So you can catch up quite a lot there.
I promise all of you that if I am fortunate enough to secure this role, then I will come and meet all of you in person. And Meena, you can take me out to your favorite restaurant.
Super. Yes.
Yes.
Sure will do. Sure will do.
Okay. So
we'll cook and serve for you. Come to our home.
Yes.
Oh, I would love to come to your home, Meena. Thank you. That would be very special.
So now I guess what's your job is? What will be a new job?
We can talk about that offline.
Okay. So since you have so many portfolios,
I'll get you that information when she visits Mumbai.
Yes.
Oh, look, it's a role that I have. The role is the New South Wales Trade and Investment Commissioner for India and the Middle East, based in Mumbai. I have expressed interest in the role. I don't have the role. It's a decision from the Premier to decide who gets the role, but it's one that I've expressed interest in. So it would mean that I would be responsible for trade and business based in Mumbai, and doing the dealings between Sydney and India. But I've expressed interest in it only, so I really shouldn't even be talking about it.
It's okay. We didn't hear it, but we're praying for it.
You didn't hear it.
Yeah, but we're praying for it anyway, as I said. So you've served in a multitude of diverse portfolios. So one of the questions that one of the girls had was, how quickly do you adapt from one to another? And because you were also a small business minister, what challenges you faced there?
Yeah, look, I think this is probably, I'm not sure how it plays out in India. I think it's one of the perhaps limitations of our system of government here, where you do change portfolios a lot. So within a 2 or 3 year period, I had 8 portfolios ranging from assisting on health to women's small business, commerce, science and medical research. I was responsible for tourism, and I had a lot of them at once as well. It is the case that you have to get very quickly up to speed on your portfolio. So the pressure on you as a minister when you have so many portfolios, or your portfolios are changing rapidly, is quite enormous. Here, I think the small business portfolio here in Australia, when I had it, which was 7-8 years ago, maybe even more than that, when I had it, I don't think it actually had the prominence that it should and does now, because I think there's been a recognition that small business here in Australia is kind of the backbone of our economy here. You know, we were still are a resource-led nation, but I think there's recognition that small business and entrepreneurship here in Australia actually matters, and it's important that that's recognised by government. I think the portfolio that I had, which was one I very much enjoyed at the same time as small business, was women, and that was about women's leadership as well. So we looked after domestic violence and sexual violence, so strategies to counter that, but also in terms of women on ASX listed boards, women in trade, because we want to see more women who are actually, you know, wanting to be builders and plumbers and engineers and take on those roles traditionally held by men. So the portfolio I had was also in the women's sector, focused on how we get more women into science and maths, and you know, they were some of the tricky issues that we focused on.
That's wonderful. I'm glad you mentioned that the small business is the backbone of most countries, because there's so many of them. And us being you know, I myself, I'm a self-employed small business person, you know, as a professional in medicine. So and medicine, as you know, 60% are women now. So so there are a lot of whoever becomes not working in the hospital system is a small business person already. So
that's right. Yeah.
So that's great. And then there were a lot of, if you look at the chat, they're all in awe of you. You have won them over before you even spoke, but since you spoke, you've just won them over another 10 times. So the last question was put in the group, saying that we should ask Ms. McKay about how does she manage her work-life balance. Then there's another question that came up. Why do men never get asked that question? Do you have a comment on that?
Yeah, I do, because let me tell you, the reason why I have been able to do what I do, particularly when I was leader of the opposition, is because I have an incredibly supportive husband. So my husband does all the cooking. I've never cooked a meal. I don't know how to cook, and that's not something that I share, but it's not something that I'm going to hide from either. I don't know how to cook. I do a lot of the housework and a lot of the washing and those sort of chores, but my husband has been so important in allowing me to do what I want. So having a supportive partner, I think, is incredibly important. I had this funny experience where I was at a cookbook launch. It was a young woman who was raising money for the Tamils in Sri Lanka. She was from, I think her family was from Sri Lanka, and she was raising money. And the aunties gave me this beautiful cookbook, and it was their recipes all bound. And I said to them, thank you for this beautiful cookbook. My husband is going to love this. And then they're looking at me thinking, why is her husband going to love this? Is it because my husband does all the cooking? I will not cook anything out of this book, but he will love this book, and he has loved that cookbook.
Thanks for mentioning that. And that's something a lot of the women entrepreneurs have mentioned, that they have had supportive partners who have encouraged them.
I think you have to. Yeah. And it works both ways. This isn't a one-side gender issue. But you and I know, you know, we can only do what we do when we have partners. And my husband has his own career, but he just understands that sometimes the difficult situations I face mean that I am less likely to be able to put food on the table for us, which is what he does. Plus, he's a terrific cook. He's a wonderful cook.
Yes, wonderful. So you've been invited to Pondicherry. Yes,
1 minute.
I've been to Pondicherry. I love Pondicherry, but I'll go again.
Yes, okay. So I'm sure you'll get invitation from all the entrepreneurs from towns pretty soon. So that were my official questions, but this is the more fun questions about saris. So what's your favorite color? What's your favorite type? So this is going to help us pick out a very nice sari for you, Jody.
Okay. The sari I wore, let me think. I actually have some lovely Kerala saris, so that I wear for Onam. I really love the simplicity of the saris, the Kerala saris. I wore a beautiful sari yesterday. I don't know if it's, actually, hang on, just hold there. Just bear with me.
Yeah, sure. Guys, please take note.
Yeah, guys, yes.
Well, my saris
Vani first send Sasi for training.
Yeah. My saris are very close to me. So this is a beautiful sari that I wore yesterday that I was Yeah, I was given this sari when I was in Hyderabad. So it's a beautiful sari. But I have beside me, I just have drawers of saris. So my favorite color is actually an unusual choice. It's navy. I actually really love navy sari. So I don't have too many of those, but I just think it's a lovely royal color and it looks really spectacular in a sari. Most of my saris are dark colors, and there are not so many pinks or light blues or pastel colors. They're really quite striking. But I've had like I drape my own saris, so but I've had many sari fails as well. You know, I've draped a sari on the wrong side, or the pin has come out while I'm standing speaking to someone. In some occasions where, you know, I'm moving from one event to another, so I'm moving from an Indian Australian event to a Korean Australian event, I have to take my sari off in the car and get back into, you know, my business attire. So, you know, there are many sari stories that that I have. But it's, you know, it's been a lovely journey, my sari journey.
Yeah. Any particular material? Silk?
Yeah, I mean silk obviously, but it's also the kind of the look, I've come to appreciate the different weaves, and I guess for me, if you go through my sari collection, you will find that many of them are probably Southern Indian. So Julia, my colleague who also wears saris, hers are probably more Northern Indian and mine are Southern Indian. So certainly silk, yes, but I also love linen saris. I've got quite a few of those because they're so cool. And you know, just appreciating the different designs and weaves and fabrics. And I've got a beautiful Durga sari that I just love. It's a hand-painted Durga which I wear to the Sri Durga Devi temple here.
Okay, great.
But it's a beautiful, beautiful sari that's very, very special. So I mean, if I'd known that, I would have had a whole collection here for you that I could have just brought out and showed you.
No, that's fabulous, because everyone wanted to know where you bought your saris. You would not believe the number of questions they had about saris. So
here is one of my favorite. They're just sitting here beside me. So I've just got to get the blouse undone. This is one of my favorite. This is a beautiful, I don't know if you can you see this?
Yes.
It's a navy. Yeah. So I actually got that one in Chennai. Oh, this one I got in Bangladesh. This is from my Bengali community.
Yes.
So this is you can see that. Oh, this is a beautiful one that I got recently from Chennai Silks.
Oh,
It's a lovely red color. It's very, very special. This is one that I wore to a wedding in Rajahmundry. So
wow.
there's lots of them. I'm not going to go through. I can be here all night.
No, we'll do that another day. We'll have a special sari party for that. We'll do that. Okay. I think that brings conclusion to my questions. I think Sasi wanted to say a few words.
Yes. Thanks, Jody. And we will have a separate session, sari collection, Jody, one day, and because that's a big collection, and all the ladies here, and most of them are from Chennai and the surrounding areas. So we would love to see you in Chennai, and if you're in Mumbai, you can visit Meena. And so Meena is also from Kerala, so she knows about the Kerala series as well. So she'll be a good.
Yes. Well, I'm a big fan of Onam, so.
Sasi, I also would like to add something. We invite Sir also to come here. Your husband.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm speaking to Judy, so that he can try his, cooking style here in India. So many varieties. For every 500 kilometers, there will be a different food. So from Mumbai to Chennai, you can see a lot of different varieties. He can come, he can join with us. He can learn a few tricks of cooking from here, India, and then he go back goes back to
You know,
Australia.
you'd be surprised, Jay, at how frequently we actually have Indian here. So because we're we're such a multicultural country, like one night I can be eating Vietnamese that he cooks. Tonight we had pasta, so we had Italian. And when I say Italian, it's kind of a bit odd because here in Australia you just eat food everywhere, like from everywhere. So my husband can cook it. Last night we had we had butter chicken, which was a really lovely curry that he cooked. He does a very nice korma. He's not too good at the rotis. He's tried a roti before and it hasn't actually worked, but he's I'm very fortunate, and I'm sure that he would love to take you up on your a food tour during our next visit.
If he comes, or if you both are coming, I'll be the driver. Please come.
Thank you.
Yeah,
We'll
I
take you
speak Karnataka. We welcome you to Karnataka too.
Yes. Anglo,
Oh,
yes.
I would love to come and see you and hear about it because what
Yes.
you've done, Krithika, is so amazing, and I'm so fortunate to have been part of this evening. So, thank you to all of you.
And Jody, just want to mention this I think one of the biggest messages which you convey to all the entrepreneurs here is, I don't think many people would know about the Corruption Commission which went on, and you had a very tough time during that time. And it's easy to reflect, easy to look back now, and but you took the path, and so people here, the entrepreneurs, the pathway is not always easy, but easy paths are not always the right ones. So as you mentioned clearly, that is, you can have a difficult path, but definitely it could be the right one, and that's where the integrity is. And when you stick on to the integrity, and that's the most important thing when you carry on with your life and all the values system associated with that. And many of the entrepreneurs, if the entrepreneurs can stick on to that, and they will flourish in their life. And it's not just achieving the easy goals. You could have achieved the easy goals there, but then you would not have gained my respect at that time. So, but that this was big respect for you, because as a woman, and not only as a woman, and the terrible times you went through, and that was big thing. Yeah. So now you can relax yourself, and we can meet you in Mumbai, or
Yeah, I look forward to that.
With your husband.
meet in Chennai. Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And Lux, are you there?
So what happened to Laksh?
Yeah, Bharat, you can play that song.
Yeah, sure.
You can give the link to her, and so that she can launch the song. And there is one V anthem, Ms. Mekai, and just we are playing it for you exclusive.
And Jody, we anthem for us, going to ring throughout the, and launch it, and Bharat, our technical director.
Yeah, please go ahead, Bharat.
Shall I play
Yes,
now?
please go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, Bharat.
Yes,
ma'am.
Laksh wants something before.
Yes. I just wanted to give a small intro about this particular thing, because first of all, I would like to share my sincere gratitude to Jody ma'am. Seriously, it was inspiring, and we love you so much. And we were very much like the way you approach the things in your entire life. And whenever you talk about saris, you could see the josh in your face. Thank you so much for that. On that particular note, I just have the special and surprise moment for the WEI. Yes, are we all excited? Do you want to see that? Just type yes. into the comment box?
We are very much waiting.
Yes, yes. Sorry. Thank you, thank you. As we prized Goddess Tamil in the beginning, now we prize our women entrepreneurs with a special anthem. That is a specialty over here. And I humbly request our chief guest to launch our anthem song and spread the bliss of love in this family by saying launch 3 times. Ma'am, you need to say 3 times launch, launch, launch. Then the song will get broadcasted across.
Okay, so I'm excited. Launch, launch, launch.
Yay! Thank you. Yes, Bharat, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
உயிரை சுமந்திருக்கும்
Wow, wow, wow. If you got goosebumps, just type goosebump in your comment box. Come on, guys. Come on. Yes. Very nice. Super. Where level? Yes. Thank you. Yes. Uh, ma'am, we would like to hear some words from you about this no particular theme song. How did you feel when you heard this first time?
I thought it was, we're talking to me. So I thought it was amazing. I thought, there's such effort that has gone into showcasing every single one of those 100 web pages. When you think of the layers of effort here, it is really quite extraordinary. But it was uplifting and it was engaging. And, I just loved the fact that it just brought it all together in WEI and everything that the organization does. So congratulations to everyone. I'm thrilled to be here tonight, as I said, and I'm so appreciative of the warm welcome that I've received and the effort that you've gone to. It's very, very impressive.
Thank you so much, ma'am. No, it was we just took only 4 days for composing this and making the programming and mix and mastering. You know, right? The making of a song itself, it takes almost 2 to 3 weeks for recording and mixing, mastering, and all. And I know it was really super duper energetic song, which Nirmala and team they have given it. I think they are in the spotlight. Yes, Nirmala ma'am, can you just say a few words about this song? Then let's go to the next thing.
Over to you, Nirmala.
Yes. Ma'am, you can unmute
Nirmala,
yourself.
unmute and talk.
I'm not able to unmute myself.
Yes, now.
Yeah. Can you hear me? A warm
Yes,
good evening to everyone. And ma'am, it was such an inspiring speech what you gave us, and we are very happy to have you here. About this song, the lyrics was written by my husband. He is the backbone of whatever I do. He supports me in everything, and I just told him like what WEI is all about. And he went into this lyrics. He just gave me within 1 or 2 hours the lyrics was there, and then he composed the music, and we had our friends to sing, and it all happened in just 2-3 days. And we are very happy to have this song presented in front of you now. What an inspiring woman you are. I'm so happy.
Oh, thank you. Well, I feel very privileged to have heard this, and congratulations to both of you, particularly getting it done in such a short period of time. But it's on YouTube now. I have heard it here in Australia. So, it's not just being heard by the organization. It is actually going global, so to speak. So well done to both of you.
Yes, it's a privilege for us as well. Thank you. Thank you so much for the WEI team as well.
Thank you, Nirmala. Ma'am, as you said, no, exactly. This is going to be a viral song for upcoming year 2022. This is going to be a rock star song, we can say. Thank you so much, Nirmala ma'am, for such a wonderful song, and especially Rajesh sir, also such a powerful lyrics. We all really loved it. Thank you so much once again. An event without expressing gratitude is like wrapping up a gift and not presenting it, right? So I request our beloved Miss Anita, who is one of the pillars of WEI, to express the words of gratitude. Anita ma'am, over to you.
Only one second. We have to show our gratitude to Mr. Ravi, who is backbone of the 100 web pages. Can you tell about him? 3 words, please.
Yes.
He couldn't attend the show because he is also in travel. He tried to join.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, as rightly Kritika ma'am mentioned, we have our technical partner who is Ravi Nagarajan, who is always there for us to support it. And when we started the first day, whatever the website, every day for each and every website, he brings up a new different technical perspective. For example, we are the first setup in the website. We would say like who introduced WhatsApp shopping over there. And you don't need to have a visiting card or all those stuff. We generated for them a QR code which you can simply scan it, and it will have the entire details about their services, product. And if they wanted to do any shopping, they no need to go here and that. Directly they can go and scan one small 2 to 3 clicks, your shopping is done. It is in that way. And as usual, for he helped us to integrate all the social media across the thing. So if you wanted to follow the same person into a different medias, we can still do it. And in case if you don't want to reveal your mobile number or something like that, being a woman, sometimes we may feel insecure or something like that, still you can have the instant messaging which will help you without knowing the number. You can still chat in the WhatsApp, and you can book your services or product, whatever it is. So we every day we used to have different technical elements added into that. We have a small clipping called audio introduction. So anyone, if they reach out to the website, immediately in the background the audio introduction will start with it. And along with that, we have various catalog for them to display it. And in case if you update something into a new thing, then probably this will get updated in every 30 days. And we have a separate pages for all time offers. As you rightly said, Pongal, Diwali, those kind of festivals, whenever we have any kind of offers, we have a dedicated page for that. So it's every day new edition. And even last yesterday we had a hybrid broadcasting. When you host all these websites in the clubhouse, the same time you can stream into multiple medias like a Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, and all other social platforms. So it was something of very innovative things, and we loved it. This, and sincerely from the bottom of our hearts, we would like to share our sincere gratitude to Ravi Nagarajan, who is our mentor in the technical side, who always takes us to the next level, and he never stops it. And whatever the changes we added to any one website, the same thing is getting applicable for all other websites. So that is the greatest thing. Thank you so much, Kritika, for highlighting it. Due to some other concern, he's not able to join over here, but we are always there to.
We are the one who gave QR codes and QR cards to all women entrepreneurs.
Yes.
They got special QR code and QR cards and WhatsApp catalog. So very easy to approach. Thank you. Thanks.
True. And he's always collaborate with multiple international forums and brings all the latest technical trainings. And in case, for example, if there is some kind of expo is happening or something like that, he used to always there for us to share all the details and all. So we would like to share the sincere gratitude to Ravi. But I would like to officially call Miss Anita, who is one of the pillars of WA, to express the words of gratitude for the entire event. Anita ma'am, over to you. Ma'am, we are not able to hear you.
Unmute பண்ணுங்க Anita.
Headphones remove பண்ணிட்டு பேசுங்க.
Anita, can you just remove your headphone? We are not able to hear anything. No, we are not able to hear. Sure, no problems. In the meantime, ma'am, do you watch movies, Indian cinema?
I do. I love Indian cinema, but I do have to tell you that my phone is about to go flat. So I'm on low power mode and a tiny orange part of the bar. So just keep that in mind.
Sure. Almost, yeah.
The request from one of our team members that they want to take a photograph with Jody. Yes, if that's possible. Yeah, if she's on the screen and.
Yes, you can just ping Bharat. He can add them into the spot. Or ma'am, can we all have a quick thumbs up photo? Bharat, can you just take this first, so that till the time she connects it. Everyone, please give your thumbs up for a couple of minutes, because we have multiple pages to take a screenshot. Don't shake your hands, keep thumbs up. Bharat, just let us know once you're done.
Yes. Done.
Done. Thank you so much. Anita ma'am, are you ready?
Okay, so in case if Anita is not here, I can.
Yes, Shashi's now over to you. You can give us a vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to share the sincere gratitude to you, the one who brings the Jody ma'am over here, and we all are really happy, and thank you so much once again. Over to you, Shashi Anna.
Okay then. Yes, thank you for that. Says Jody, they had a preparation or say a vote of thanks for you, but I think it's for some technical reasons we couldn't do that. But thank you so much, Jody, for coming to us. And it's around 10 o'clock in Sydney, and I can see some sleepy eyes in you, so we won't keep.
I think it's more my phone's about to go.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, she's
Okay.
back.
Really sorry. Really, I'm very sorry for the technical issue. And I would like to start my thanks. Okay. On behalf of Women Entrepreneur of India, I would like to thank Ms. Jody Mackey for the valuable time and wonderful speech. Let today be a new beginning. In future, we would like to have your presence in our journey. Here, I have to mention you're so beautiful in saris, and the way you answered our question is fabulous. And thank you so much. And thanks Nirmala and Rajesh for this wonderful song. And launching 100 pages continuously needs a lot of work, planning, and dedication. Mr. Ravi initiated this project, and Meena and Katie led this team. The team appreciation to the team: Ravi, Meena, Kritika Taran, Asha, Ramya Karthik, Mageshwari, Kritika Kanagaraj, Bharat, and Lakshmi. WA wholeheartedly thanks our admin team for great support and inspiration. WA would like to express its gratitude to all who helped us to succeed in our journey directly or indirectly. And a big thanks to Jody Mackey for this event that made a significant difference. Special thanks to Mr. Ray for bringing us in a correct path. Thank you so much, Lex, for a wonderful moderating. And no program thank to all who participated in the Zoom meet and all FB Live viewers. Once again, WA express its gratitude to all who made this event successful. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Everyone for coming. This occasion, a very successful one, and I think Jody really enjoyed it. We would like to have more meetings like this maybe later on. Yes, maybe direct face-to-face meeting maybe in Mumbai.
We'll see. But thank you, everyone.
The first one will be on saris, and second will be in cooking.
Yes. So the moral of the story is women entrepreneurs or women politicians is to get married a nice cook. So that will be, life will be much.
Yeah.
So that you can have nice saris.
The better you learn, Sasi.
See you, everyone.
Bye, bye.
Thank you, Joey. Thank you.
Cheerio.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And
Wow.
Shukriti, thanks for Shukriti.
Thank you, Dr. Sasi. We should catch up. It's really lovely. It is beautiful, and it was so happy. I was so happy to meet your wife as well. So that's very nice. And yes, let's catch now that the lockdown is all lifted up. So let's catch up.
Yeah, we can stop the live.
Thank you, Sukriti.
Live stop பண்ணிடுங்க Bharat.
Bharat, please stop the live so we can chit chat.